Hi everyone, it's Mary Kay here, and I'm the Grammy from Grammy Square. I crocheted this really beautiful bag today. It's made out of macrame cord instead of yarn, and I'm so excited to be able to share this pattern with you. It's good for not just yarn, but you can use it for a purse, school bag, lunch bag, beach bag, anything you want really. The possibilities are endless, so stay tuned and I'll show you how easy it is. This is what you'll need to complete the project. I'm using 3mm macrame cord, and this is my main color. You'll need about 200 meters for that, and then a secondary color if you want to use one. Not as much, I don't know, I didn't measure that. And I'm using a size 9 hook. That's an M. We'll start with the magic loop with our main color. So as a review, I'll just wrap it around my hand like that. Wrap it around, making an X, and hold it. Then turn my hand over, go under the first loop, over the second one, and twist that hook in a clockwise direction, and pick up that second loop there. And then you can just pull it tight. And as you're working, be sure that you work along the place where you've got 2 strands of yarn. We're going to put 12 half double crochets into this loop. So I'm going to chain 2, and that's my first one. Then yarn over into the loop, yarn over and pull through 3. It's a half double crochet, yarn over into the loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and yarn over into the loop, yarn over, pull through 3, and let's do that. So we have 12 stitches on our ring. I've got 12 half double crochets in my ring, and I'll join to the first stitch, I should say, with this slip stitch. You may have already noticed macrame doesn't act the same as yarn. And I'm going to pull this tight. Round 2, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in each stitch across. So I'm going to chain 2, that counts as the first one. Put another one into the same stitch, and moving around the circle, 2 half double crochets in each stitch. If you make your stitches kind of loose, it will be a little bit easier. For sure, don't make them tight. I turn this over to the back side. We've got our tail on our magic circle. Be sure you don't just cut that off, it will unravel. So I'm just going to use a smaller crochet hook, go into one of these strands, and then pull through that tail, and then pull through again to make a knot. Pull it tight, and then using that smaller crochet hook, weave in the ends for a couple of strands, and then you can cut that. Be sure you don't just leave it open. It'll be a nasty surprise. Okay, this is the end of round 1. In the next round, we're going to chain 2. That counts as a half double crochet. And then we'll put another one into that same space. So we got 2 half double crochets in that first space. Then we're going to put 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. Two half double crochets in the one after that. Then 1, then 2, and go all the way around with that same pattern of 2, then 1, then 2, then 1. At the end of round 3, we've got 36 stitches. Join to that first chain stitch, chain 2 again. Put another we'll put another half double crochet into the same stitch. And then we'll put half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Then in the third stitch, we'll put 2 half double crochets, and repeat that around. 2 half double crochets, and then 2 half double crochets in 1 stitch. At the end of this round, we've got 48 stitches on our hook. We've got 48 stitches around. we're gonna slip stitch into that top chain again, chain 2, that counts as the first half double, and then put another one in the same spot. This time we're gonna put half double crochets in the next 5 stitches. And then 2 half double crochets in the next one, and repeat that around. We'll have, after the 2, and then we'll put half double crochets in the next 5, and then 2 in the one after that, and let's repeat that around. To start this row, I'll chain 2 again and put another half double crochet in the same space. And then I'm going to put half double crochets in each of the next 7. And then 2 half double crochets in the 8th stitch in the next stitch. And then repeat that around. Put 2 half double crochets in one stitch and then a half double crochet in the next 7, and repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round, we should have 64 stitches. And again, I'm going to join into that turning chain, or that chain stitch right there. Okay, that's our base. Now we're going to start moving up the sides. Our first row will be a row of back loop single crochets. So I'm going to chain 1 and put a single crochet in the same stitch. Then moving around, I'm going to be working in the back loop only. So there's our loops. This is the front loop. That's the back loop. We're only going to be working in the back loop with single crochets all the way around. That first one's kind of hard. So no increases through decreases. We're just going to work around with single crochets in the back loop only to the end of the round. This is the end of the round, and from this point we won't be joining and then chaining and starting a new round. We're just going to go round and round. So I'm going to put a stitch marker right there just so I know where the rounds start. Now single crochet around for 8 rows. It's not a back loop, it's just regular crochets now from this point on, and let's do 8 rows. At the end of 8 rows, this is looking really awesome, isn't it? I love it. So I hope that you follow along with me this far. You've really got something to be proud of if you have. I'm going to change colors now and add some turquoise. If you're not changing colors, then you can just ignore this part. To add the color, I'm going to start with a regular single crochet. And instead of pulling through the neutral color, I'm going to pull through the turquoise instead. I want to do a single crochet, and then it will be a little bit easier to tighten down. And I will just start single crocheting around, and I'll do 4 rows of this turquoise, and then I'll meet you at that point. With 4 rows of the turquoise completed, let's change colors again. I'll just insert my hook as if to do a single crochet and bring up the main color again. And then don't cut the turquoise. Let's do 2 rows of the main color and 2 rows of turquoise, and I'll see you back there. The next section will be 2 more rows of our main color and 1 more row of turquoise. Next, attach the main color and 3 more rounds. We are finished with this turquoise, at least for now, so you can cut that. We're getting close to the end, and it's looking good. If you did not change colors, then you should have completed 14 rows up to where we are right now. Our next step is to add handles, and we're going to put these this part where we did our color changes on the side so it's not in the front or the back. Single crochet 11 stitches, then chain 10, not too tight. Then we'll skip 10 and resume our single crochets in the 11th stitch. Then single crochet 21 more, so we'll have a total of 22 single crochets. Chain 10 more and put another single crochet in the 11th, and then you should have 11 more stitches to get to where we changed our colors. And you should be back to about where you are changing colors. If you're off by a stitch or two, don't worry about it. Now we're back to our starting point once again. I'm going to add one more row of single crochets. You can choose to change colors again or do it in the same color. I'm going to change to blue just like I did before. And then we're just about done. I'll meet you at the other end. And almost done. Nice. I'm going to finish this with an invisible join. I cut my blue thread. This is a little bit harder than it is with regular yarn, so I'll be using a smaller crochet hook. Pull the yarn out, and instead of using a needle, I'm going to, what I want to do is put this into the front and back loops of this stitch here, but I don't have a needle, so I'm just going to use my crochet hook to pull it through there. And then we'll go through this back loop of our last stitch. So I will pull it through again, and then we don't have a knot on the top. All that's left to do is tying off your ends and weaving them in. Remember to use the smaller crochet hook. That will make it a lot easier. I hope you stuck with me to the end and you made this beautiful bag that you can use for so many things. There's our handles there. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and comment. I would love to see what you do with this and how you make it your own project. Thanks for watching.